Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Liverbird TV. So I said that Liverbird TV will be a channel which is quite fortunate to have its ears on the ground, being L4 based or Liverpool based, and L4 in terms of my knowledge of Anfield and what goes on in the place, and little whispers here and there. So a few days ago, I had a close friend or a friend of mine that said to me, he's heard of this person, has heard of that person, and that's how it works in terms of ear to the ground. And the norm, not and the stuff I hear is normally, 9 times out of 10, bang on. As I said at the start of the season, and it shocked a lot of the followers I have on Facebook that we would be selling a lot of the youngsters that starred last season, and they couldn't believe it. And I also said that Bashetic should be going and everything. They couldn't believe that. All of this comes from the same information that I get all the time. This information I get will be a lot more, positive and a lot more happy for our supporters than the ones I gave earlier in the season, earlier in pre-season, should I say? And that is that Mohamed Salah is in talks now to extend his contract with Liverpool, and I'm being told that there is a 2-year deal on the table for basically Mohamed to sign. Now, this goes back to what I said in my previous video about these contracts that are expiring. So you've got Mohamed Salah's, which expires in 2025. He's 32 years old. You have Virgil van Dijk's, which is going to expire in 2025. He's 33. And then you've got Trent, who's expires in 225, and he's 25. And then next year you've got Robbo, Kelleher, and Kanate. So I've never ever had any problems with FSG in terms of getting our top players signed on new deals. They always do it. And what I like about this, again, because they're getting the usual critique and the usual hatred from the FSG outers or the doubters, is that they won't sign these players and we're going to lose all of our best players, blah, 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 doom, 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 blah, 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 doom, doom, doom. You know how they work. It's just their personalities. A lot of them have got valid points in terms of why they don't like our owners, but a lot of them, it is their personality. Their whole persona is FSG out. But FSG have been brilliant in terms of signing contracts of our players over the years. But what I like, as I was just about to say 30 seconds ago, is I like the fact that they don't panic with contracts, just like they don't panic with signings. Because I mentioned in my previous video about contracts that can you remember what happened to Arsenal when they signed huge deals at similar ages to our players now, to Mesut Ozil and to Aubameyang? Wow, their drop off was sensational, and that cost Arsenal millions and millions and millions. And I think they eventually paid off Özil and Aubameyang. FSG don't do that. They make you work hard. When you get to 31, 32 at Liverpool Football Club, you have to be supersonic in terms of numbers and contributions to the 11 before you get even close to being offered the deal that you want. And let's talk about the facts here. And the facts are, you're talking about our 3 best players, in my opinion: Salah, Van Dijk, and Trent. So they're not daft, FSG. They know that. And they know that they are hugely important. And if you want to go along the bridge of FSG are all about the money, well, yeah, they are, because that's what world-class businessmen are all about. But there are money for the club to become a bigger asset, not to put in their back pocket. So ask yourself this question and give yourself an educated football answer. Right? It's easy for me to do. That's why I don't go all in on FSG, because I look at it as a football perspective. Are Liverpool more lucrative football club with Van Dijk, Trent, and Salah? The answer is yes. Do they have a better chance of winning trophies with Trent, Virgil, and Salah? The answer is yes. Sign the contracts. Simple as that. Will you get market value? Will you get really good money for Mohamed Salah, even at 32? Yes. Will you get good money for Salah, even at 33? Van Dijk? Yes. Trent, 100 million minimum. Signs a new deal, 150. You're talking about the best right back in the world here. I don't give a shit about his defending. His defending's fine, right? His defending's improved under Slot, to be fair. So if his defending gets to the level that it's been in these opening 3 games, you are then talking about the best without even a challenger right back in the world, easily. And I'm not saying that because Cannavaro won the Ballon d'Or. I wouldn't actually be surprised if in a couple of years' time Trent won the Ballon d'Or. Because if Liverpool can go on and win a Champions League or a league title, and he's pinging, he's chipping in with 8, 9 goals and about 10, 15 assists, he's got to be in the question. He's got to be in the reckoning. So, in my opinion, I know it's a long shot that, but I'm just saying if Cannavaro can bloody win it, then I'm sure anyone can. But yeah, so let me know your thoughts. But the good news is I'm hearing, and Fabrizio Romano, as 7 hours ago, also tweeted about salaries in discussions. He hasn't gone into detail like I've just done. He said there's discussions that are beginning to take place. But from my sources, from what I've been told, he has a 2-year extension on the table. So if it's on the same terms, that's 350 grand a week based on bonuses. I can't see Salah not signing it because he wants to stay. Let me know your thoughts on this video and keep liking and subscribing. We're only 33 subscribers now. It's free, away from hitting the 500, which means I can now start going live on YouTube and this channel will take off. You'll never walk alone.